Hello and welcome to our daily Churchill speech. Today is from March 1931 on the abandonment of India. So here we go. To abandon India to the rule of the Brahmins would be an act of cruel and wicked negligence. It would shame forever those who bore its guilt. These Brahmins who mouth and patter the principles of Western liberalism and pose as philosophic and democratic politicians are the same Brahmins who deny the primary rights of existence to nearly 60 million of their own fellow countrymen whom they call untouchable, and whom they have by thousands of years of oppression actually taught to accept this sad position. They will not eat with these 60 million, nor drink with them, nor treat them as human beings. They consider themselves contaminated even by their approach. And then, in a moment, they turn round and begin chopping logic at John Stuart Mill or pleading the rights of man with Jean-Jacques Rousseau. While any community, social or religious, endorses such practices and asserts itself resolved to keep 60 millions of fellow countrymen perpetually and eternally in a state of subhuman bondage, we cannot recognize their claim to the title deeds of democracy. Still less can we hand over to their unfettered sway those helpless millions they despise. Side by side with the Brahmin theocracy and the immense Hindu population, angelic and untouchable castes alike, there dwell in India 70 millions of Muslims, a race of far greater physical vigor and fierceness, armed with a religion which lends itself only too readily to war and conquest. While the Hindu elaborates his argument, the Muslim sharpens his sword. Between the two races and creeds, containing as they do so many gifted and charming beings and all the glory of youth, there is no intermarriage. The gulf is impassable. If you took the antagonisms of France and Germany and the antagonisms of Catholics and Protestants and compounded them and multiplied them tenfold, you would not equal the division which separates these two races intermingled by scores of millions in their cities and plains of India. But over both of them, the impartial rule of Britain has hitherto lifted its appeasing scepter. Until the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms began to raise the question of social sovereignty and domination, they had got used to dwelling side by side in comparative toleration. But step by step, as it is believed we are going to clear out or be thrust out of India, so this tremendous rivalry and hatred of races springs into life again. It is becoming more acute every day. Where are we to wash our hands of all responsibility and divest ourselves of all powers, as our sentimentalists desire? Ferocious civil wars would speedily break out between the Muslims and the Hindus. No one who knows India will dispute this.